It all started with a ridiculous prayer. In 1936, William Chapman became seriously ill and landed in a hospital in Chicago. An elder from his church came to visit him and prayed that his life would be spared and that he would be led into the service of Christ. As he began to think more about the prayer, that's when he made his commitment to God. If God would restore his health, he promised that he would give all his strength in any avenue of service God would lead.
There was an elder from the church that came to pray with him, and that elder prayed a prayer that was, to my grandfather, striking. It was really quite unique in his mind and impactful. He almost felt like he made a deal with the Lord, and that deal was the elder prayed that my grandfather's health would be restored, and that when it was, so there was an expectation that when it was restored, my grandfather would do something significant with his life for the Lord.
Faithful to that promise, Bill and Betty Chapman purchased 1,000 Bibles and went door to door in Walkerton, Indiana. They asked, "Do you have a Bible? And if the home didn't, will you promise to read this Bible?" Throughout the next several years, then World Home Bible League would work with dozens of denominations to reach people with God's Word in the Midwest. And soon, the reach spread to both U.S. coasts. In response to General Douglas MacArthur's appeal for Bibles for Japan in 1950, Bible League International's worldwide ministry began. Beginning with the Chapman's simple act of faith, Bible League International has faithfully provided God's Word around the world for 80 years, reaching over 50 million people with the gospel in Africa, Asia, Europe, Latin America, Middle East, and the U.S.
Bible League International is all about God's Word. What we do is placing Bibles in a way that people go in the Word. And people need to go in the Word because we want them and we desire them to be in a relationship with Jesus Christ. And we desire them to be a part of a Christian community.
Honestly, we do exactly the same thing that my grandfather did on that first day and in that first couple of years. We are about putting this book into people's hands, not just so it can be in their hands or on a coffee table or on a bookshelf, but so it can be opened up. We do it within the context of small group outreach and Bible studies through the church globally, because what we're about is Bible engagement. This book is of no use if it isn't opened and read.
Bible League International is blessed with a vast network of people around the world that are connected with the local church. And that's really how we want to do ministry. The best people to reach out to their community, that know how people live, that know how people think, that know how people talk, those are the people that live there. So it's the local church that we want to equip and help to do the ministry. And it fits to the origins of Bible League. Bible League started right here in Indiana with Bill Chapman, and in his local community he knocked on the door and asked people whether they had a Bible and whether they were willing to read that Bible. So it really is the local church, the local person reaching out to their neighbors, to the people in their local communities. And that's how we still work.
For 80 years, Bible League International has served the under-resourced church globally by providing Bibles and training so the people worldwide are able to reach their communities for Jesus Christ.
Around the globe we see a huge need of resources. There's so many churches, so many Christians that want to reach out to their neighbors that simply do not have Bibles, that simply do not have Bible study tools, that simply do not have the training to do it. So our work is not done yet.
I'm thrilled by what the Bible League has done in the first 80 years, but honestly, I also have the sense that God is saying to us even right now, Bible League, you will be amazed at what I will do within your lifetime again, and on and on. I'm not done with you yet. There's many people that don't know me, and I want to get to know them, and I'd like to use you to reach them.